Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. So I know that my last video of me training in the gym was one of my most popular videos, which I absolutely love. So it's definitely given me a little bit of a boost to be filming more videos like that. So what I actually wanted to talk about in this video in particular is how to build your confidence to actually get into the gym. Because I only work with women, and a lot of the things that women tell me when I first speak to them is, I would love to get into the gym, but I just don't have the confidence to do so. You know, I feel like everybody's looking at me. I feel lost in machines. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. So in this video in particular, I'm going to talk you through how to build your personal gym confidence, how to get you into that gym floor and have you looking and feeling like those girls that you aspire to look like, and essentially that you're looking at the gym thinking, oh, they look super confident. How are they doing that? I want to be like them. Let me design your blueprint on how you're going to do that as well. Okay. So first thing I want to talk about is gym confidence, or confidence in general, actually comes from familiarity, which means that in order to feel confident somewhere in yourself, in any environment, you have to be familiar with that environment, right? So the reason that you feel like you have gym anxiety when you go into the gym is because it's new. Anxiety lives in the future, okay? So what anxiety actually is in any scenario is you're thinking about what could happen. What if this goes wrong? What if I can't do this? What if everybody's looking at me? What if this, etc., is going on? That's what causes that anxiety to come from. So when we get familiar in a certain situation, that anxiety naturally goes away, and that's when our confidence starts to build. So you can imagine, like, driving your car. The first couple of times that you started driving, you were probably shitting yourself. You were anxious, you were worried, you were looking all around you, you were hyper aware. Why? Because it's not something you've done before. And now you're driving to a destination, and half of the time you completely tap out and end up in a meditation zone and still reach your destination safely because you are so comfortable with doing it that it's not even something that you have to think about, right? So this is how we want you feeling in the gym. So the only way to actually do that is to keep showing up to that environment until it becomes familiar, until you begin to feel comfortable walking in and not overthinking it and not having that anxiety. But you will never get over that gym anxiety unless you start to familiarize yourself with the environment, okay? And how to do this, like, even if you're not ready to actually go in and do a proper workout, you're not ready to go in and smash the weights out because you feel like you don't have the confidence for that yet, the way to do that is literally go in and go on the treadmill. Have a look at your surroundings. Check out which times are maybe quieter in the gym, when's busier. Just go and walk on the treadmill. Pick one machine that you're comfortable with using and stick to that machine for the first couple of sessions, because what that's going to get you to do is actually overcome that fear of going in, okay? You're forcing yourself into an environment that you don't feel fully familiar with or fully confident with yet, but by taking that action and repeating that behavior, you are building that familiarity that comes with it. And the other thing that I want to mention in regards to this is nobody's looking at you, nobody cares what you're doing, okay? That's so important to remember, because we all go into the gym with fear that all eyes are on us. And the thing is, you think you look like a highlighter sticking out like a sore thumb in the middle of the gym. You don't, okay? Everyone is in the gym for the same goal. Even though your physical goals might be different, some people might be looking to gain muscle, some people might be looking to lose weight, some people might just want to be there just to be there for the community, whatever the case is. Even though the external goal is bigger, we're all in the gym to better ourselves, right? To come out and a better version of ourselves. And that looks different for everybody. I know mums go to the gym just to get away and out of the house and have some alone time. I know people go to a gym to prep for competitions and go into bodybuilding. I know people that go to a gym just to get fitter because they want to learn how to run long distance, for example. And I know people who just want to go in and learn more about weights or get stronger in their lifts. Everybody is so different, and everybody's goal is so different, and everyone thinks this about themselves. Everyone thinks that everyone is hyper aware of them when really nobody cares about what's going on around you, okay? And you have to internalize that with yourself. When you're going into the gym, are you looking at everybody else judging what they're doing? And if you are, you're probably in the wrong environment. But I'm assuming that 99.9% of you aren't doing that, okay? So remember that other people are there working on themselves, working on their own goals, so they are not worried about what you are doing. And I suppose the only way to overcome that mindset is to actually go in and trial it out. Go in and realize that everyone around you, like, if you actually sit down and deep it and you look around you in the gym, you will see somebody's really focused on their workout, somebody else is staring at the floor, somebody else has their headphones in and they're having a little jam to themselves, somebody else is looking around them but not paying attention. Everybody's doing their own things and everybody's in their own little world. they are not in your world. They're not worried about your world. They are so stuck in their own mindset, and they're probably thinking that everybody's looking at them. And then one of the most important things that I will highlight, because even to this day, I've been training for over 10 years now, and to this day, I still get anxiety over this, okay? When I go into the gym without a plan, you need a structured plan in order to know what to do, okay? Because the gym sometimes will be busy. If you go into a new gym, for example, you're not familiar with where the equipment is, and you won't know what's going on around you. So you need to have those intentions there in regards for you to know what to do. Go in with a structured plan, whether you receive that of a coach or a PT, whether you Google it online, whether you save a workout on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever the case is, write it out for yourself so you know going in exactly what machines and what equipment you need to be using. So what that means is, even when you're going in, just to get comfortable, you're on the treadmill, you can look at your workout plan and you can suss out all the machines around you. What do you need? Where do you need to be? This makes it a lot less intimidating, because when you're actually on the gym floor, you know exactly where your destination is for each machine or each bit of equipment, okay? That takes away a lot of anxiety and doesn't make you feel like you're a lost puppy in a big world. And another thing I would say is, if you are familiar with any equipment, start with just that equipment. You don't have to go into the gym, nor should you be going into the gym and starting off with deadlifts, okay? Deadlifts are a complex movement. Go in and start with basic machines. Machines really only move up and down or forward and back, so it's really hard for you to actually go wrong on them and for you not to have proper form on them. So if you know that going in, if you're familiar with certain equipment, just stick to that equipment. Again, it'll build your confidence, it'll build that familiarity going on around you, it will build that comfort within you to keep showing up for yourself, because you know exactly what you're there to do. And another thing that I thought I would mention, which actually plays a big role, is wear clothes that you're confident in and take your headphones with you. What headphones will do is it'll zone you out from the external noise going on, okay? Because you will hear other people's music, you'll hear people talking, you'll hear people grunting and smashing weights down. You will hear so much going on around you. Whereas if you have your headphones in, you play music that you like, you will feel like you're in your own little bubble, and you will feel a lot more confident in that bubble as well. So it just disassociates you from that big world that you feel like you're in that particular moment. And the outfit choice does matter, okay? You wouldn't go on a night out in an outfit that you don't feel good in, that doesn't make you feel good, that doesn't make you feel like yourself. Why would you not do that? Because you're not going to feel confident when you're there, and you're not going to feel like you look good, you're not going to like radiate that confidence that you normally do, right? The gym is the exact same. If you're wearing outfits that you don't feel like you're flattering yourself in, if you don't wear outfits that you feel comfortable in, or that are making you more self-conscious about your body image on that particular day, that's going to throw off your workout, and that's going to make that environment so much busier for you, and it's going to make it so much more scary for you, because then you do internalize it again, and you're thinking like, oh my god, is my stomach out in this, or my arms out in this? I don't feel confident in this. And you think everybody else around you is looking at your stomach and your arms, when they're not, but you make yourself feel that way. So your outfit choice does matter, and I promise you, you will radiate confidence completely differently when you do that, okay? So outfit choice and headphones, those are the two things that are a must go in your gym bag. And yeah, we want to change the narrative as well. Like I said at the start of this video, you're not gonna feel confident doing something that you've never done before, okay? That's just not realistic, and that's the way you have to look at it. So what you actually need to do is change the narrative from, oh, I'll go to a gym when I am confident, because you're not gonna go when you're confident, because you need to go to the gym to feel more confident, you know? That will never change until you expose yourself to that environment. And like I said from the start of this video, expose yourself to that unfamiliar environment and actually make it familiar for yourself, because again, that is where confidence is built. Confidence is built by repeating the same actions over and over again, repeating the same behaviors and becoming comfortable in doing those behaviors. That's where you build your confidence. That's where everything starts to become more natural and flow easier for you, okay? So change the narrative. Stop telling yourself you're gonna go and do this when you feel this type of way. You know, oh, I'll start focusing on weight loss when life gets quieter. I'll start going to the gym when I feel more confident. No, you need to do the opposite of whatever it is that you're telling yourself, because all you're doing there is prolonging the journey, and you're putting it off and off and off, and you're actually going to put yourself into a worse position, because if you don't start the gym, your confidence is going to continuously go down and gradually get lower rather than increasing, which is essentially what you're trying to do by going to the gym, right? And yeah, like I said at the start of this year, like 2026 is the year that you become that girl. And if you are somebody that wants to become the girl that goes to the gym. Start showing up as that girl, okay? The girl that wants to go to a gym does not, snooze her alarm and skip the gym because she's worried about people looking at her. She's the girl that goes anyway and doesn't care about external scenarios, because it's the thing, the opinions of others don't matter. Everything comes down to you. You are front of the queue, and you're the most important person in your life, after your kids, of course, but you are the most important person in your life when it comes to that situation, okay? And that's the way you need to remember these things. Like, stop breaking promises to yourself. If you're telling yourself you're going to do something, do it. Yes, you might have to slow yourself into it. You're not going to go in on day one and be the most confident, fittest, best looking person in the gym. Of course you're not, but if you keep showing up, you are actually en route to become that person, and that's what you're working towards. But yeah, I hope this makes sense. And if you are somebody that just is worried about not having that structure plan, or just don't know where to begin and needs somebody to hold them accountable, I will leave my coaching links as always in the description below. You can always apply for coaching, and I will do all of the thinking and the hard work for you, and all that you need to do is just enter through those doors, and everything else will be laid out for you. So I hope you find this helpful. I really hope this gave you that little bit of confidence boost and a little bit of a spur on to get into that gym environment, and I'll see you all in the next video.